coffee shop, you meet someone, it's cool, but it's not like you haven't put in that work, like that sweat equity, where
It
you're like,
doesn't
fuck, that
elevate.
like that was hard.
It doesn't elevate your energy. Absolutely.
Exactly. That's
Yeah,
what it is.
yeah. We have a saying in between like our group of friends when I was growing up. It's like if you're with us and you're the least talented and you're like not the best person at jiu-jitsu, eventually you'll become a lot tougher than any other people outside this room
Yep.
because you're just constantly with us with that energy that is just freaking high intensity. Like you're gonna be so comfortable on that energy that you're already gonna
Yeah.
be over anybody else who's at a different gym who doesn't have that vibe, right?
Yeah.
So there's a saying in Portuguese or in Jiu-Jitsu, right? In Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, they say it's better to be the tail of the lion than the head of the mice. So being the smallest and like the least uh, attributed fighter, the least skillful of everyone in the room is better than being the top dog
Right, in a small pond.
in the small pond. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So
It's totally
yeah,
true. I mean, you're not getting, I guess it depends what your ultimate goals are, but like if your goals are to be challenged and to develop and to learn skill and to improve, it would be better to be getting smashed every day by people that are much better than you than to just be dominating people that are way less skilled than you, because
absolutely,
you are getting better. Even, and I think that's something that people struggle with in jiu-jitsu is they feel like they're not improving, when in reality they're improving a lot, because you improve in little adjustments, like where your hips are, where your elbows are, your head position, your body position, if you're allowing people to gain space on
hmm
you, if you're eliminating space. And those are happening whether you know it or not when you're training with someone that's more skilled than you. And you know those people who get smashed, and they just keep going, they keep going, and they keep going. And then all of a sudden, they're a different person and they're more skilled and they're like calm and they have this collectedness about them. And I've seen it so many different times. It's so cool. It's like one of the most rad parts about jujitsu is it actually changes the way that somebody is in the world.
absolutely. I think the way you see problems, the way you see adversity, the way you see challenges, it just changes. I think you just get a whole different confidence that you can take any challenge that it is, no matter the size, no matter the color, the shape of the challenge, you're still gonna be
Yeah.
able to put up a fight. I have students, man, they get tough. They got so tough since they started training with me, right? I welcome a few students as blue belt, purple belts. Now they're brown, purple belts. They're they got so much better, and they still tell me like, "Hey, I cannot even score a point on you. Like, I can do shit on you, professor. I can do
Yeah.
nothing on you still." And I'm like, dude, you're getting better. You have no idea how much better you've got. But
Yeah.
guess what? As you're getting better, I'm getting better too.
Yep.
Like, I haven't chilled. I'm still getting better. So that's what people don't realize when they're getting better. They compare, as I said at the beginning, right? You compare your journey with someone else, or you compare yourself with your other training partner. And you're like, shit, like, I'm not getting better because this guy's still beating me up. But that
Right.
guy is also getting better. We're all getting better collectively. Like, rising high,
Yep.
rising tide lifts all boats.
Yep.
We all getting better here. It's just that you don't realize because you're still getting beat up by your partners. Doesn't mean that you're not getting better until someone else shows up from a different gym who's also a blue belt. And then you're like, oh, damn, like I can do all this stuff on this
Yeah.
guy. Like, oh, wow. So I
Yeah.
guess I am getting better,
I
right?
think
So,
that reason, that is one reason why I think it's important. And I don't know if this is like taboo culturally in jiu-jitsu, but I really like training at different places from time to time, because it's uncomfortable because you don't know anything about the people that you're training with. So you're out of knowing your opponents, knowing your teammates, knowing their skills, their weaknesses, their strengths, where you have advantages, disadvantages, and it puts you in this environment where you really have to like use what you know.
Mhm.
So you take all the skill that you've learned throughout your time training, and not to say, and not like go in and be an asshole and try to like just fight everyone, but you go in and you kind of actually see like, where are the skills that I've been learning? Where can I actually apply them? Or it shows areas of opportunity to get better. Even when I got to come and train with you guys, it was so awesome because we had all these different intensities, and there I left going like, there are some things that I want to work on that I wouldn't have noticed if I was back at my academy. Because I wasn't pushed there by the people that I train with all the time. It's no fault to them and or me. It's just it's nice to get out and to see, like, to be out of that, to be new in a place again.
Yes, absolutely. That's why I go train with Clark, go train with Johnny. A couple of weeks ago, Johnny's been training at AOJ, so he took me down to AOJ. Man, that was a cool experience. I've
That
trained
place
at
is so rad, dude.
I've trained at high level places before. I trained 3 years at Cobrinha. Like,
Yeah.
dude, to train at Cobrinhas at that time, I had to do a camp for myself before showing up to Cobrinha again to train. Like, if I was out of
Really?
town training around, teaching seminars, I knew, like, okay, May 31st, I'm gonna be back at Cobrinhas in LA training. Those
Got to get
two, three
ready.
weeks before, 2, 3 weeks before, I'm already doing like 6 rounds of 10 minutes. I'm
Wow.
like pushing it hard on them, like getting ready. So when I go back to Cobrinhas, I'm like in shape to be able to do the
Yeah.
whole class. Like,
Damn.
and then you look around and you see freaking Isaac Dotterlines right there. He's your first match. Then Cobrinha is your
Yeah.
second round. Then Johnny Tama is my third. And then your fourth is your heavyweight purple belt guy who just got third at Pan Ams and he's freaking tough as hell. So
Yeah.
like already being at top gyms like that, I went to AOJ 3 days after I got back from Europe. I was like haven't trained in 2 weeks, drinking beer every single day,
Yep.
and like jet lag when I got back. But I was like, Johnny's like, hey, pick you up, let's go to AOJ. I'm like, it's gonna suck. Let's do it. I love it.
Yeah.
Let's